They drove Lamborghinis they didn't earn, wore Gucci's they couldn't pronounce, and flooded Instagram with stacks of cash stolen from grandmas in Iowa. In this real throwback vote investigation, we are counting down 12 of the most infamous Yahoo boys whose Instagram addiction became Exhibit A in their own court cases. From small-time scammers chasing clouds to the international kingpin himself, Ramon Abbas, aka Hushpuppi. We open our list with Olalekan, a man whose Instagram bio basically read, "Please arrest me, sir." This man owned not one, not two, but 6 Lamborghinis in Chicago. Olalekan's specialty involved business email compromise. He'd email companies pretending to be their boss and say, "Wire me 15 million, no questions asked." And the wild part, it worked. Multiple times, he stole over $8 million. But instead of, staying quiet, this man posted every single Lambo, every receipt. He even posted the interior leather customization invoice. You probably know him as Mr. Woodbury. He targeted US companies, take over their email accounts and direct wire transfers to his own accounts. The scale, prosecutors said the intended loss from his schemes was over $51 million. He was ordered to pay $8 million in restitution. On July 11, 2023, he was sentenced to 100 months, 8 years and 3 months in federal prison. As part of his plea, he forfeited all those luxury cars, watches, and 152 bitcoins. He's currently serving at FCI Danbury, Connecticut. Mr. Woodbury thought he was too smart, but the FBI thought otherwise, and the bitcoins agree with the FBI. Next on our list is Ismaila Mustafa, popularly known as Mompha. This man told the world he was a legitimate bureau de change operator. Translation: I exchange currency, sir. What was he actually exchanging? Stolen money for stolen money. Mompha's flex game was tactical. He posted from private jets, designer stores, and luxury hotels in Dubai. His captions were Shakespearean. God did it, sir. God did not do that. Western Union did that against its will. That money through his registered companies, including a bureau de change, on behalf of a global network of cyber criminals. EFCC arrested him on October 18, 2019, trying to fly to Dubai. They rearrested him again on January 10, 2022 with fresh money laundering charges. His trial has been ongoing for years with constant adjournments. The evidence is stacked. Fraudulent transfer slips, incriminating files on his device, everything the prosecution needs. Where is he now? Still in Nigeria, facing trial. His trials might outlive him at this rate. But the 32.9 billion he allegedly laundered, seized. Next on our list is ObiWannne Okeke, aka Invictus Obi. Invictus Obi wasn't just a scammer, he was a Forbes Africa Under 30 honoree. This man literally got a magazine cover for being a young African entrepreneur. He owned a global investment firm called Invictus Group. Sounded legit, it wasn't. Behind the scenes, he was running an $11 million email compromise scheme that dreamed an Australian engineering firm. His Instagram was peak entrepreneur cosplay, handshakes with politicians, plaques, grind set quotes. Then the FBI knocked. ObiWannne Okeke is wild because his legitimate image was so strong that his fraud was that much more shocking. Forbes Africa named him to their Under 30 list in 2016. He had a master's degree in international business and counterterrorism. He was literally profiled as a successful entrepreneur. On August 6, 2019, Okeke was arrested by the FBI at Dulles International Airport in Virginia as he was still trying to leave the country. While being Forbes Under 30, he was FBI's #1 under custody. Next on our list is Jessam Michael. Jessam Michael, the name alone had Nigerians screaming, "This guy don't crack ammo."
Baba wasn't just carrying tech on his head, he wore it like a crown. With his Africa Arbitrage System AAS, he packaged himself as the Bitcoin Jesus Nigerians were waiting for. Rolex wristwatches shining brighter than December Christmas lights, mansions with swimming pools so big you'd think it's an ocean, exotic cars lined up back to back like they were queuing for fuel subsidy. Every post was screaming one message: your poverty don't end, just drop your money and watch miracles happen. And Nigerians believed. Over 50,000 people opened their wallets wide. Money poured in like Lagos rain during rainy season, no umbrella. We are talking $554,000 plus a jaw-dropping 590 million naira. Investors were dancing shaku shaku, posting testimonies like they just won the lottery, hailing him Crypto King of Africa. To them, AAS wasn't just an app, it was the stairway to heaven.
He was literally operating a Ponzi scheme with a crypto coat of paint. He promised investors 63.5% returns per month. Yes, you read that correctly. Monthly, investors dumped their life savings in.
Everybody was stretching their hands to collect soft life. The vibes were high, the testimonies were loud, and just when they thought they had finally entered their winning era, the system crashed.
The empire scattered like native beads. Jessam's empire crumbled faster than biscuit in hot tea. The system crashed. Alerts stopped coming. Dashboards went blank. Investors' hearts went from dancing to breaking. Tears flowed like Nollywood movie. Some people entered full depression mode. Others took to Twitter and dragged him from Lagos to London like he was Sunday suya on his stick. EFCC showed up with full receipts. They didn't come to play. They came with evidence, screenshots, and handcuffs. His bank accounts frozen. He was arrested at Lagos Airport on January 29, 2025, trying to flee Nigeria. His bail was denied. He remains in custody. His bank accounts frozen, solid like pure water in deep freezer. His exotic rides packed away like evidence at a crime scene, and Jessam himself straight to jail. The same man who was dripping Rolex and Louis Vuitton now wears prison blues. Instead of chilling on yachts sipping champagne, he's chilling on a bunk bed sipping garri. From crypto king to inmate 001, Jessam's story is living proof that packaging is not prosperity. You can shine all you want, but if the foundation is fraud, the only place you are going is prison. Man thought he was building an empire. Turns out he was just building a case file. Up next, we have Uchenna Nwa David, Abuja's self-appointed Prince Charming, who was charming everybody except the law. Bro was out here living the dream, standing beside glassy mansions like he signed the lease, and the motivational quotes, they were flowing. Hard work pays, stop being lazy. If I can do it, you can do it. Meanwhile, Nigerian youths who were actually hustling 9 to 5 were getting called lazy by a man whose real job was a professional liar. At just 34 years old, everybody tagged him real estate mogul, happily married, looking like the poster child for ObiWannne. Success stories, LinkedIn profile looking clean, Instagram aesthetics on point. But behind that Instagram glow up, Baba was carrying one heavily coded CV. Education, Yahoo University, major in advanced lying, class of 2019, GPA 419.0. Between 2016 and 2019, Uchenna wasn't selling houses, he was selling premium lies packaged in romantic gift wrap. This guy slid into the inboxes of 5 American women, melted their hearts like butter in Harmattan sun, and cashed out a mind-blowing $2.5 million. To secure his future, he flipped the cash into Bitcoin. He even turned one 60-something-year-old Boston mama into his personal bank branch, using her account as money collector headquarters. Smooth criminal things. Michael Jackson would be proud if it wasn't, a federal crime. For 5 solid years, Uchenna was drinking wine, posting quotes, and living his best fake life. But you know what they say, Kama no dey use Uber, they walk, but they always reach in destination. Fast forward to the reckoning, my guy boarded a flight from the UK to the US, probably thinking he was about to close another deal. Little did he know the FBI was already at the airport, handcuffs polished. Victims had testified, receipts were printed, evidence was stacked, and before his plane even finished taxiing on the runway, before the seatbelt sign turned off, FBI agents were waiting in Texas like, "Welcome to America, sir. Here are your complimentary handcuffs." No red carpet, no paparazzi, just federal agents and a one-way ticket to accountability. Today, instead of sipping wine in Abuja penthouse and calling people lazy on Instagram, Uchenna is facing the cold reality of a 40-year US prison sentence. From big boy real estate mogul to orange jumpsuit influencer, from LinkedIn success story to FBI case study, from motivational speaker to cautionary tale, Uchenna wanted to flip houses. The FBI said, "We will flip your life instead." Man was out here giving motivational speeches about hard work, while his real job was professional heartbreaker. Now the only thing he's flipping is prison mattresses. And so life will change here. We have Ugochukwu Joseph Nwamere, and oh boy, Port Harcourt had big boys, but this guy, he was playing in a different league entirely. This wasn't your regular pull-up and flex kind of guy. Nah, Ugochukwu was moving with full convoy energy. We're talking motorcade like he was running for governor. Designer Jeep so expensive you'd think Gucci personally tailored it in his living room. On paper, this man was the CEO of Penhydro Pearl and Pearl Oil and Gas, a company name so long you run out of breath trying to pronounce it. He claimed his company was blessed to transform the Niger Delta with jobs, projects, and empowerment. You know the whole "I'm here to save my people" packaging. To the public, he was the poster boy for young, rich, and successful. Behind all those perfume clouds and luxury rides was one thing: pure premium packaging. Ugochukwu wasn't drilling for oil, he was drilling holes in people's bank accounts. He wasn't hustling oil and gas, he was hustling forgery and obtaining by tricks. This man had a PhD in document forgery. His fake contract papers were so clean, so professional, so convincing that even top banks were falling head over heels in love. They were handing in millions like Valentine's Day gift. "Happy Valentine's Day, Mr. CEO. Here is 200 million, sir. Happy Easter, sir. Take another 150 million naira. Merry Christmas. Here is 400 million naira." While the banks thought they were dealing with the next Dangote, Oga was busy living like royalty, eating life with a golden spoon while financial institutions were bleeding dry.
The grand finale, a jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, bank account emptying 750 million naira scam for $250 million. That's enough money to buy multiple mansions, fleets of cars, and still have change to buy a small island. But that mega heist was the final straw, the straw that broke the camel's back, crashed the system, and brought both the EFCC and US authorities knocking at his door. And when they knock, trust me, they are not coming for tea and biscuits. They came with handcuffs, warrants, and a one-way ticket to American justice.
Calculating prison years like compound interest. Forget yachts, forget champagne, forget convoys. He's staring down a cold, hard 40-year jail term in a federal US prison. From CEO to cell executive officer, from boardroom presentations to prison roll call, he's out here moving in convoys. Now the only convoy he's in is the prison line for food. From penny hydro pearl to penitentiary cell, that's the real plot twist of his life. On the list is Precious Williams. The name alone says everything. This girl wasn't just moving through Port Harcourt. Precious was flowing like a walking ATM machine, like she had the cash dispenser embedded in a designer handbag, and she wore her luxury lifestyle like it was a crown made of solid gold. Designer handbags so expensive they could literally buy land. We're not talking about houses, we're talking about actual plots of land. You could trade one Hermes bag for half an acre in Lekki. Convoys that would shut down traffic for hours. Vacations that looked like they were straight out of a billionaire's Pinterest board. Dubai today, Maldives tomorrow, south of France next week. She was collecting passport stamps like infinity stones. Her company branding was immaculate: Glossolalia Nigeria Limited and Pearl Legend Nigeria Limited. The names were so fancy they sounded like they were registered in Switzerland. On paper, she looked like a certified smart investor, the kind of woman LinkedIn would feature with the caption, "She cracked the money code." People were swearing Precious had discovered some secret money-making formula that the rest of us peasants would never understand. But behind those Gucci shades and Dubai selfies, the EFCC was about to unwrap a different kind of gist. Turns out Precious wasn't cashing out from legit hustle, she was swimming in deep criminal fraud waters. The charge sheet looked like a Hollywood script gone rogue. Piracy, advance fee fraud, false pretense, money laundering, you name it, she allegedly did it. This wasn't a movie, this was a full documentary of crime. Reports claim that she had her hands dipped into over 13.8 billion naira. And between 2019 August to February 2020 alone, in just 6 months, she allegedly laundered 10 billion naira from the now infamous MBA training Ponzi scheme. It was like she was printing money in her bedroom while people were crying over their lost savings. Money they saved from selling their land, their cars, their dignity. Madame was balling in style. She was out here living her best fraudulent life, sipping champagne in first class, taking Instagram photos that made normal people question if they were even alive, designer everything, vacation everywhere, and nobody was the wiser. Well, except the EFCC. Today, instead of that first class champagne, Precious is sipping bottled water across an EFCC interview table. That once glossy, once glamorous empire, that Instagram feed full of designer bags and vacation selfies, all of it is now stacked neatly inside case files, crime reports, and prosecution documents. From Big Madam to Case File Exhibit A, from flowing ATM to frozen accounts, from Glossolalia Nigeria Limited to Guilty Verdict Limited. Not all that glitters in designer heels is gold. Sometimes it's just fraud dressed up in Fendi. Precious thought she was the main character in an Instagram story. Turns out she was the villain in an EFCC trailer. She wanted to be a finance guru. The court said, "No thanks. How about you be a convicted felon instead?" She was out here with 2 companies running Ponzi schemes like she was running legitimate investment firms. The only thing you were investing in, was crime. The only returns you were getting were prison sentences. Next on our list is Kingsley Adonu, Kingsley Adonu. On Instagram, this guy packaged himself like the final boss of Lagos soft life. Designer suits complete, luxury cars plenty, captions sounding like motivational speeches, but somehow still confusing. To the average Nigerian trying to make quick money online, Kingsley looks like the human version of investment opportunity. The guy was selling dreams hotter than fresh agege bread. One look at his page and you think alerts were falling from heaven with background music. But behind all the polished photos and billionaire vibes was a scam cooking hotter than Sunday pepper soup. Through his company S-Mobile Net Zone Limited, he allegedly ran a massive Ponzi scheme that swallowed over 10 billion naira from unsuspecting Nigerians. Yes, billion with a capital God when. People poured in their life savings expecting massive returns and steady alerts. Instead, money was allegedly being redirected faster than NEPA takes light during Champions League match. Funds reportedly disappeared into suspicious accounts connected to another company he created called Beast Network Nigeria Limited. Citibank and Fidelity Bank practically became his personal transfer station, while victims sat, refreshing their phones like maybe network dey delay am. Spoiler alert, network was not the problem. Then came September 11, 2024, game over. EFCC stormed in and the whole empire collapsed like cheap plastic chair at Owambe. The same man who once posed online like Lagos Billionaire Association chairman suddenly traded luxury deep for prison uniform. From Instagram flexing to prison counting, Kingsley's hustle crashed harder than expired midnight data bundle. And if you've watched the video to this point, you already know. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for more crazy stories and updates like this. Next on our list is Samuel and Samson Ogoshi. These Lagos boys had social media completely deceived. On Instagram, the brothers looked like certified young ballers. Crypto screenshots everywhere, designer clothes on full display, posing like they personally taught Binance how to make money. You'd think these guys cracked the code to financial freedom before even finishing school. To the average person scrolling online, they looked like young Nigerian success stories. Dollars here, luxury lifestyle there, soft life in HD quality. People were watching their pages like new episode of Netflix. Some inspired, some jealous, some already pricing designer wear in their head. But behind the flashy lifestyle and motivational captions was something far darker. These guys were not crypto geniuses. They were allegedly running a dangerous extortion operation. According to investigators, the Ogoshi brothers targeted teenagers in the United States, manipulated them into sending explicit photos, then turned around and used those same photos to extort money from them. Pure evil with Wi-Fi connection. And this wasn't one of those internet scam stories people laugh about online. This one turned deadly. One of the victims, 17-year-old Jordan DeMay from Michigan, tragically took his own life after being overwhelmed by the threats and pressure. That case immediately changed everything. The FBI launched a serious manhunt, traced the operation all the way from the US back to Lagos, and partnered with EFCC to bring the brothers down. By May 2023, the Instagram big boys were already in handcuffs. January 2024, extradition was approved. By August, the same guys who once flexed private lifestyle online were on a one-way flight to the United States. And trust me, this wasn't vacation package. Designer drip disappeared, dollar flex vanished, Instagram lifestyle paused indefinitely. Now, the so-called crypto kings are standing before American courts facing extremely serious charges and the possibility of spending the rest of their lives behind bars. No filters, no motivational captions, no escape button. Next on our list is Sapphire Egemasi. Sapphire Egemasi was serving premium soft life content like she had a direct contact with enjoyment itself. Once scroll through her Instagram and you start questioning your entire financial journey. Ice lattes in fancy Lekki cafes, shiny MacBooks arranged like showroom display, luxury aesthetics everywhere. Sis was packaging herself like the CEO of Tech Girls Association of Nigeria. To her followers, Sapphire looked like one of those young fintech geniuses who understood the game. The captions carried big tech energy. The lifestyle screamed money long. Who probably thought she built the next billion-dollar startup while they were still struggling to reset their OP password. But behind all the polished selfies and women in tech vibes, trouble was loading in 4K. According to investigators, Sapphire's real talent was allegedly creating fake websites, so convincing even your village people would click sign in. Instead of building apps to change the world, she was allegedly helping drain accounts faster than Lagos fuel queue drains patients. US companies and unsuspecting victims reportedly became silent ATM machines, while Madame continued posting influencer content like nothing was happening. And the movie started early. Back at 21 in Ghana, Sapphire reportedly landed a scholarship opportunity that would have changed her life for good, but somewhere along the line the script changed completely. Enter Samuel Osei, the alleged fraud mastermind who recruited her as the tech brain behind the cybercrime operation. That was when the tech queen storyline allegedly turned into full villain origin story. Fast forward to 2025 April in New York, FBI agents basically hit Ctrl-Alt-Delete on the entire operation. Everything came crashing down. Today, the same woman who flexed luxury laptops and soft life aesthetics is now facing the harsh reality of prison walls, from coding flashy websites to coding absolute silence. Madam Tech Queen traded Instagram captions for cartoon headlines, and the only connection she's worried about right now is prison Wi-Fi during legal calls. She called herself a tech queen, posted about her successful tech businesses, beautiful lifestyle, luxury travel, living the dream, except she was running a massive phishing operation with her partner Samuel Osei, a Ghanaian national. They created fake government website that looked identical to real ones to steal login credentials from US government employees. Then they diverted $3.9 million. Just to be specific, they stole $965,000 from the state of Kentucky's government alone. Sapphire was arrested in New York on April 10, 2025. Samuel was arrested at the same time. All that tech wing content was all funded by stolen government money. Next on our list is Adedayo Olukeye Olalekan. This guy allegedly thought he had unlocked the premium version of soft life. For years, he moved quietly, flexing under the radar and living like Lagos nightlife personally sponsored him. Dark shades on, low-key packaging, movements coded like Nollywood's secret agent. To outsiders, he looked like he was simply enjoying life and minding his business. But behind the smooth lifestyle was a long trail of serious criminal allegations that sounded like something straight out of a crime documentary. Cyber stalking, impersonation, online fraud. The guy allegedly had more charges than a fully loaded power bank. In September 2023, things allegedly took an even darker turn. Instead of stepping away from trouble, investigators say he created an Instagram group with the disturbing purpose of distributing illegal explicit content involving minors in exchange for money. Completely reckless, money over conscience. Similar to the story of Samuel and Samson Ogoshi, the FBI linked activities connected to the group to the tragic death of a 14-year-old victim in the United States. And once that happened, the case immediately exploded beyond social media into full international investigation. Evidence started piling up. Screenshots, digital trails, witness accounts. The receipts reportedly dropped one after another like surprise debit alerts. And once the investigation fully opened, the entire soft life image reportedly collapsed. Court hearings followed, with both Nigerian and international witnesses involved in the case. A Canadian police officer traveled to Nigeria to testify against him. That's the level of international cooperation his crimes warranted. On June 19, 2025, a Nigerian Federal High Court sentenced him to 76 years in prison. The same man who once appeared to be living the luxury lifestyle suddenly found himself facing prison walls instead of VIP lounges. From soft life to hard time, from coded lifestyle to court dates, the flexing stopped immediately. Finally, the king of online flexing himself, Hushpuppi. Ramon Olorunwa Abbas, popularly known as Hushpuppi, had Nigerians believing Gucci was a career path. This man's Instagram page looked less like social media and more like luxury supermarket catalog. Today na Gucci tracksuit, tomorrow Louis Vuitton slippers. Private jet selfie like boarding international flight was the same thing as entering BRT. The lifestyle was outrageous. Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, Ferraris lined up like they were doing attendance register. Every post screamed money long, and millions of young people online were watching in shock, inspiration, and pure envy. Some people even thought the guy had discovered a secret level of success nobody else knew about. But behind all the designer drip and billionaire packaging was a massive cybercrime operation investigators later uncovered. According to authorities, Hushpuppi was deeply involved in international fraud schemes, including business email compromise scams targeting companies and individuals. This wasn't ordinary Yahoo and chill. This was allegedly cybercrime with executive package. At one point, investigators even linked him to an alleged attempt to steal over 100 million from an English football club. More, this was no longer urgent 2K. This was Champions League level fraud allegations. His crimes include over $300 million in money laundering conspiracy, a Maltese bank cyber heist worth $14.7 million, a New York law firm scam worth $922,857, an attempted theft from an English Premier League football club, $124 million, a Qatari business person building a school, $800,000. $300 million plus in laundered criminal proceeds. Was the money launderer. He took money stolen from other criminals and made it look clean. He was the final boss in the fraud ecosystem. On June 15, 2020, he was arrested in Dubai, United Arab Emirates during Operation Foxhunt 2, a massive FBI and Dubai police operation designed specifically to catch him. Do you have any idea what it means for US and Dubai to create a tactical operation specifically designed to catch you? That means your own don't do. That means you have done too much. That means you are the Oga Patapata of them, or that means you are the general overseer of them, or that means you are the Lord of the Rings. That means you are the chief executive scammer. That means you are the Lord of Lords of scam. It means you are the Messiah of international and local fraud. It means you are the Undertaker. It means you are the heavyweight champion. During the investigation, Hushpuppi snitched. He implicated a senior Nigerian police official named Abak Yari as an accomplice in his crimes. He was extradited to the United States. In November 2022, he pleaded guilty to conspiracy to engage in money laundering. On November 7, 2022, he was sentenced to 135 months, that is 11 years and 3 months in US federal prison. He is currently incarcerated at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey. His scheduled release date is August 6, 2029. Don't forget to like this video and comment in the comment section which of these scammers caught your attention the most during their reign. Fraud is not a career, it's a countdown to prison. Subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.